You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to call the security people yesterday. Shit. Fucking Range Rover, Brad. Why'd you park like that, man? I hate it when these neighbors park like that. They double park, bro. I get it though. So that's the shitty thing about none of us having real driveways is no parking. I mean parking, but you know, we all have to park on the side of the road. So in our driveway, it's very small. We can't park straight. Like most cars have to park to the side, so it sucks. But oh well. Anyway, I'm trying. Almost got sick this morning, but I'll manage. I need to download put the rest of my videos on YouTube. I put the ones up from yesterday. So, well, finally almost done with the week. I'm still going to keep looking every day on Indeed for work. I'm not going to lack on that anymore. And I've only been... Oh my God, here we go again, PJ, with you talking about finding work again. What is it with you and changing jobs? Why are you so hell-bent on trying to leave this place? You know, it's because it's just not for me. You know, this place, I thought it was. I thought, you know, I haven't got paid yet. I got to see what the paycheck looks like, but I don't get paid for another 10 days. So, I got paid on the 25th, which was last Friday, so I don't get paid until whatever the 10th is next month. So, I still got 10 days to go. A week and a half, so next Monday or Tuesday I get paid. I don't like that. I really don't like the fact that we get paid only 2 specific days of the month. I really don't like that, man. They should be paying every Friday. They use ADP for fuck's sake. Like, they should really get back on track on that, man. You know, so. But anyway, yeah, I'm hell bent on getting out of there. It's just not for me. The people there are too whack. The bosses I don't think they like me very much. I'm gonna be real. I don't think they really like me. They had more hopes for me than they expected. So, yeah, I could tell Leah doesn't like me very much. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. But, you know, by the first 2 times that I've seen her after the orientation, you know, they weren't very pleasant for her. You know, I could tell they weren't very good. You know, they weren't. How are you doing, PJ? You know, how are things going? You got any problems or anything like that? It's the second time they tried to get me yesterday, doing Sunday through Thursday, and I told them no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing Sunday through Thursday because I go to church. And one of the supervisors snickered, like, and I was just like, yep, no. And Leah told me, well, that's why we were hoping that we needed you, you know, for that you could do more and all that stuff. And I was like, well, I only signed up for Monday through Friday. That's what I work. That's what I do. And, you know, Sundays I go to church. So, she asked for temporarily, and I said no. Not temporarily. I'm not doing it by myself. If you're hell-bent on doing it, get Kyle to do it. Because, you know, he doesn't go to church. He doesn't believe in that stuff. You know, so I can tell he doesn't. By the way he acts, especially. But So, but on the other hand, I left early this time, sort of. I left it before 6:45. Got out the door and in the car by like 6:40, 6:43, so whatever. Oh, no, 6:44 I started the video, but I got in the car a minute or two before that, so trying to see how fast I can get there. So, Mom went to work this morning, so, but anyway, so, yesterday, I tell you, man, it's getting more and more, like, depressing every day. Like, I'll have my okay days, but not really good days. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I want to leave so fast, because, you know, if I'm not having good days there on a regular basis, I'm not going to want to stick around. You know, I'm not going to want to stick around. So, yesterday, man, I tell you, you know, nobody likes each other in that group. Nobody likes each other. And I told that to the managers yesterday. Nobody likes each other in that group. And they're aware of it. They're all aware that they don't like each other in that group. I'm just like, why would you even pair these people together? But I didn't ask them that. I'm just genuinely like, why would you pair them together? You know, it doesn't make any sense to me why they pair them all together. So, but anyway, what am I talking about? So, you know, it's always an okay start in the day. You know, we go to the first area. You know, I've done the men's bathroom the last couple of days, so I'm hoping they'll let me just do the garbages this time or something. I don't know. We all try to rotate it equally as much as we can. You know, I did the garbages for that room. And, you know, I did the bathroom quite a few times. They're getting on my nerves with trying to have me do quite a bit more than I'm already doing. You know, they're like, oh, I want to show you how to vacuum the nutrition room. I'm like, I know how to vacuum. You know, I know how to vacuum. And fucking David, that guy's getting on my nerves too. He's probably the most, they all mean well in their own little ways. I shouldn't say this person means well than that person. You know, David, man, that he's so hell-bent on doing the walls in the bathroom. I'm like, why? Why are you so hell-bent on the walls? Like, if you're so hell-bent on it, do it during your time, you know, because he's only there 4 hours. Like I said, he's only there 4 hours a day, 3 days a week. So today I don't see him. But, you know, it's just like, slow down, dude. Like, seriously. But I was going to do it, but none of them ended up pulling me into having to do vacuuming or walls. So I'm just like, okay, well, I guess that kind of worked out, because, you know, the last couple hours of the day is the nicest. The last couple hours of the day is the nicest. Probably the worst I see everybody get at each other some way, somehow, is when we're in the laboratory. That's when the worst comes out of everybody, where they do the blood tests on everybody. I try to get the fuck out as quick as I can of that area, because that's when Kyle gets his most annoyed. That's when Jeannie gets her most annoying. David is just there. You know, David's not really a social guy, so it's already complicated with having to work with that, with these other two who are causing problems. You know, yeah, you know, it's always in the laboratory that they all get grouchy. They all get fucking grouchy in the laboratory, you know. But thankfully it's just garbages, but still, you know, it's just like, you know, yesterday I was telling them, let's just do this and get it over with. And they were like, what's wrong? What's wrong? I'm like, nothing. It's just, you know, this is just the one area I want to get done, you know, and like it's not. But I didn't want to say everyone gets grouchy. But of course, you know, I say shit when I get more upset over time, because I'm in that room and I'm all grouchy too. But not at anybody, you know. I'm just trying to get it over with, because it's annoying watching everyone not like each other. It's annoying, really. it's annoying when nobody gets along, and it's annoying when, you know, they nitpick at each other, and Jeannie, you know, she can be a little annoying, and Kyle can be a little annoying, and they both annoy each other, and they're both annoying me, and it's just like, you know what I mean? So, yeah, time goes by slower when it's like that, you know what I mean? Time goes by a lot slower, but, you know, I know I need to really pray more. I know I need to do that, but, you know, I don't want it to be selfish that I don't want to be depressed at work if I pray to get out of get out of this job, because it's depressing, you know, it's depressing. Best Buy denied me. Understandably, Quorum Ford denied me. I'm not going to lie. I have never been a sales advisor, but it was worth a shot. You know, I was just like, I don't have any experience with being an advisor in sales, so that wasn't really ideal, but it was worth a shot. You know, it's just, you know, that was kind of a long shot, but, you know, I tried to really pizzazz them to be like, I need something new in my life, man. You know, I can't keep cleaning anymore. I'm done with it. I'm done with cleaning. After this job, I mean it. I'm out of cleaning. Yeah, I'm fucking done. I'm done with fucking cleaning. I'm tired of it. You know what I mean? And I've said that all these last 2 weeks. I've been saying that. You know what I mean? So it's the same shit, really. But it's getting more and more depressing as time goes of working there. Like, and I don't want to work around that. That's why I want to leave, really. I don't want to work around that. So, but yeah, yesterday it was mostly okay. It was okay, you know. It was you know, we get through it, and then, yeah, it can be a bitch, man, when they leave me alone to do certain things, but I get it. There's a couple of shit that people got to do by themselves. You know, they nitpicked at us yesterday because I was walking with him to drop off the garbage. Like they got to realize I'm still new, so, like, you know, they don't seem to get that, and they nitpicked at us yesterday. They're like, 2 people don't need to walk taking out the garbage. I'm like, I'm just following the lead here. Like, that's what I told them. I'm just following the lead. I'm not trying to follow him just to follow him. I'm following him because they want me to follow him all the time, you know. So I just said, well, all right, and I walked off. I just said, okay, and I walked away because, you know, it's just like, I'm not going to listen to the people nitpicking at me when really we're not doing anything wrong, you know. Yeah, Felicia started bitching and complaining, and I'm just like, okay, I'm not going to. This is not how a 2-week should start. This is not how a 2-week training should start. But clearly, I've started to branch out on my own in my own areas. I started to go ahead. I started to say what I'm going to clean and let them know. You know, but at the same time, you know, because I just try to walk and just work and mind my own business now. Because, like I said, it's starting to get really depressing. It's starting to get really fucking depressing there. And it's not even because of the work itself. It's the people. It's the people there. It's the bosses. It's my team. It's just the environment. It's depressing. You know what I mean? It's a hospital, so it's not depressing because of that. I shouldn't say the environment, really, but, you know, it can be a little rough working with people who don't get along with each other. You know, because everybody at Amazon got along with each other, except for 1 or 2 people. Here, nobody seems to like each other very much, you know? Nobody seems to like each other. What was cool is I ran across a best friend in high school, but I can't find his Instagram anywhere. Fucking Tim, that guy. I miss that guy. His name is Tim. I used to go to school with him and hang out with him at Rogers. I think he was a year younger than me, I think. You know, I think he graduated after I did. But yeah, you know, it's just like, it's starting to get depressing there. And I know work is not always sunshine and rainbows, but at least I want to work with people who can make an effort. or people you could relate to. These people, I can't relate to them. They drag the day down, you know? Yeah, they drag the day down, and it fucks the day up. Really, it does. It fucks the day up. And Kyle, man, dude. Like, there's the good days, and then there's the bad days. Yesterday, that guy would not shut the fuck up about his girlfriend. And it was pissing me off to where I had to change the subject a couple times. Because I was starting to get pissed off. I was starting to get pissed off with him yesterday because that guy would not shut the fuck up about his girlfriend. Like, I kid you not. He would not shut the fuck up about his girlfriend. Which, there's nothing wrong with being proud of your girl, man. But, like, you don't need to tell me every life story you guys have. You know what I mean? Nobody needs to do that. Like, it's... Oh, my girlfriend met my mom and my grandma yesterday, and my grandma and mom didn't kill her. I don't care. I don't care, man. I don't care. Oh, my girlfriend and I had a special night watching Happy Gilmore 2. I don't care. Shut up, man. Shut up. You know what I mean? Shut up, Kyle. Please. Talk about fucking football. Talk about rainbow. Shut up about your fucking girlfriend. Damn, bruh. Yeah, to where I was noticeably irritated with him. And again, you know, I'm just telling the story because this is what happened yesterday. I'm not trying to rant or gossip. I'm just saying what happened. You know, that's the whole point of me telling my stories. I was just like, shut up, bro. But I was just thinking that. I wasn't actually telling him shut up. But in reality, I was just like, can we just talk about rainbow or something? And he was like, oh, yeah. I was just like, you're good, dude. It's just you talking about your girlfriend. He was like, oh, I like to brag about my girl. I like to brag and all that stuff. And I'm like, please don't. Please stop bragging about your girlfriend. And then it's not his fault, but I guess he thought I was making baby crying noises. But I was singing a Nirvana song, and he started telling me to stop. And I told him, don't you tell me to stop singing. I told you that. And it was like, oh, you're good, man. You're good. I thought you were making baby noises, and I get freaked out by that. And I'm like, oh, well, that makes sense. You're fine, dude, because baby noises not freak me out, but, you know, like crying, babies crying. It's unsettling. So that makes sense. But, no, I was singing, you know, you're right, you know, where he's like, hey, you know, yeah, all right, you know, and he thought I was making baby noises, and I was like, I'm not. Calm down. So, but yeah, you know, I had to tell him, don't you tell me to stop singing, because, you know, there's little things like that you just can't let people roll around just because it pleases them, you know? Because I told them, if I really wanted to do that, I tell you to stop talking about your girlfriend all the time, because it's annoying. It's annoying, bro. It's annoying. I guarantee he's going to say something later today. I already know it. He's going to say something about his girlfriend to talk about the day before. And it drives me nuts. It's starting to drive me nuts. I'm not going to lie. I had a lot more patience when I used to work with Michael Brown, but oh my God, man. You know, Kyle, man, I don't know why, but I'm losing more patience on Kyle, and this is only week 2. But, you know, I'd rather listen to people talk. Actually, no, I don't, clearly, because it's starting to bug me more than Transformers and Thomas the Tank Engine. But yeah, you know, it's like I wish that jobs, man, I wish jobs would allow you to meet the team before you start working, because every time, I mean, I get it. It's easier to start with someone than it is to whatever, but oh my God, bro. Like, this is getting out of hand, dude. I want out so bad now, man. It's not even funny. To where I really hope I don't quit, because it's hard. It's hard times. And I don't want another cleaning job. I don't want another cleaning job. I'm tired of that. Let me be the judge of that. I am tired of the same old faces, the same old things. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Hercules. That was like his first movie in '69, I think, was Hercules Goes to New York or something like that. I never watched it. I don't care to watch it. I just know that line of I am tired of the same old faces, the same old things, you know. But I'm just tired in general, you know. It's new faces, but oh my God, bro, they're already driving me mad. So, thankfully, Jeannie goes home early at 2:30. She leaves an hour before us. And then David, he's only there 11 to 3. He's not really a bothered as much as the other two, but when he's hell-bent on cleaning the bathroom walls, he always goes for me, which doesn't make any sense. You know, but we never end up doing them, you know, so the dude should just do it on his own. He doesn't even need me to do that, honestly. The dude should just do it on his own, honestly. Yeah, I really don't know why he insists on having me do it, because, you know, it's already tight with the stuff we got to do during the time that we're there. So, you know, it doesn't make any sense to me. But anyway, yeah, I'm tired of it. So then what kind of broke the camel's back more was they called me into the office yesterday. They came up to the closet, and good thing I didn't have my phone on me, but Kyle did. So Kyle hopefully did not get me in trouble for that. You know, I mean, I had my phone, I'm not gonna lie, but we were almost done. And I, right in my pocket, right? You know, as soon as I heard hello, I was like, oh shit. And I sat there with my hands like this. And it's the super nice supervisor. She's a super nice lady. I don't actually know her name. I forget her name. But she was like, oh yeah, they're calling you into the office and all that. But I think I'm gonna make a part 2 because I'm already 22 minutes in, so.